Hey, 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 everyone. How's it going? Welcome to Lunchtime Nuggets. It's a Thursday. I'm Robin Weisner. I am a life coach and the creator of the Lighter Way Wellness Program, which is a whole life wellness program for women in midlife. And I'm so excited to be here today to talk about sleep. This week we've been talking about self-care, and let me tell you, sleep is everything. And can I just be honest with you right now? I have not had enough this week. Oh my goodness. Raise your hand if you are struggling with sleep right now. And let me know how you're feeling below. Are you eating your lunch right now? Are you on your lunch break? And where are you joining me from? Sleep is crazy, and I'll tell you, for me, I'm an early bird. I always have been, and I'm part of what they call the 5 a.m. club. I believe in getting up early. I just would rather knock out things early in the day. But since our son has moved back home and he has to be at work at 4:30 a.m., I have developed this habit of waking up at 4 without my alarm, and it's kind of crazy. I don't mind waking up, but it makes me, makes for kind of a long day. So anyway, today I want to talk about sleep and the importance of it. And I know so many women struggle with the same issue, especially as we enter into peri and menopause season of life. Sometimes hormonal imbalances impact our sleep, and sometimes it's the other way around. Because we're not getting enough sleep, our hormones are disturbed, and it's just this vicious cycle. There's so much science about this. There is so much I would love to share with you about this, but this is supposed to be a nugget, so I'm going to keep it really short and share some of my best resources. So, you ready to get started? Hey, Maria, how are you? Thanks for joining. Okay, so like I said, there's so much you can do to improve your sleep. It's so important, as I said, especially as we get into midlife. It affects everything. Ladies, you cannot afford to ignore sleep. You've got to get good restorative sleep. It impacts all of your health, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health. It's even been linked to Alzheimer's, gut health, all that kind of stuff. You've got to get your sleep. So I'm going to give you 3 really quick and easy tips, because my point is to give you tips for when you're living in a busy life right now. And then I'll point you to some other references if you want to dig deeper. This is something that I also focus on in my Lighter Way program, and I work one-on-one with my clients. If they're struggling with sleep, we do some troubleshooting, and I help them in that way. So, number 1, you're probably not going to like this, but are you ready? You got a pen? Turn off your screens 90 minutes before bed. I know. Oh my gosh. No judgment here, but who here watches TV or falls asleep to TV? So bad. I mean, we don't even need to get into talking about the effects of the blue light, but here's why we need to turn off screens, because your brain needs time to decompress. Most of us are in front of screens all day, or at least we have, we're processing information all day. And so before we get ready for bed, we need to prepare our mind, or prepare our brain to decompress. So getting off of social media, getting off the computer, getting off your phone, getting away from the television helps your brain to start slowing down and preparing for rest. So it's recommended, like if you can't do 90 minutes, at least try to do 30. Excuse my voice, I'm still battling this cold. One thing I like to do is listen to a fiction novel. We want to try not to be learning new information right before we go to bed, because your brain is trying to process that too. So focus on something that is fiction, something that is enjoyable. Listen to an audiobook, do some stretching, take a hot shower, whatever it is. Prepare yourself well for bed. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is, like I said, you want to prepare your body also for rest. So, getting into we sleep better when the temperature is cooler. So we're heading into the winter season. It's important to keep your temperature at a lower level so that, especially if you're experiencing night sweats or hot flashes, you want to keep the temperature low and dress appropriately so you can stay cool at night. Sometimes that might be taking a hot bath so you can cool off before you go to bed. So that would be number 2. And another thing that I love is a sleep mask. This is my sleep mask. I was going to come on here with it on my head. My husband and I both wear them. This one is amazing. It's very thick. It has Velcro, and it's machine washable, and it will go around your ears as well. I cannot sleep without it. I'm telling you, this has completely changed my sleep habit, just being able to block out that light. When you're sleeping, your brain is still picking up all of the electricity in your room, electronics, the LED lights on your cable box, your night light. It's picking up all of those things. So we want to make, I'm going to take a little sip here, see if it'll help my voice. We want to make your room like a cave for your brain. So you want to make it as cool and dark and calm as possible. So light blocking curtains, no electronics, covering up like the LED display, whatever's in your room, making it really dark. Using the sleep mask will help, and making it as quiet as possible. You want to give your brain every opportunity to shut down. That makes sense. I mean, think about it. Our brain is stimulated all day. It really needs that time to rest and restore. And number 3, this kind of contradicts number 2, but there are some tools that I like to use to fall asleep. There are some apps that I recommend, and I'll put the links down below. But 2 of my favorites are the Abide app. Actually, I have 3 favorites. Abide and Soul Space. Right? Soul Space, yeah. They are both Christian apps, and I've talked about this before, as far as, I think I talked about this on Monday, but both of them have like bedtime stories. They have praying the scriptures over you, and they have music, and you can set the amount of time you want to listen for. It's really, really improved my sleep. Like falling asleep, hey Allison, falling asleep listening to someone pray over me is like just, in a way, it just helps put my mind and body at rest. Like, okay, you can step down. You don't have to be on guard right now. You're covered, go to sleep. So, while it is recommended to keep your phone and all of that away from your bedside, I have recently added it back in just for the fact of listening to those apps as I fall asleep. The third one is Sleep Cycle, which I've talked about for years. I've used it for years. And it's a way that you can monitor your sleep, but it also has bedtime stories and meditation music and things like that. So I found that to be really helpful as well. So that was kind of a lot. My favorite resource, if you do nothing else, is pick up this book, Sleep Smarter by Sean Stevenson. This book totally changed my life. In this book, he explains why sleep is so important. It comes with a 14-day plan to help improve your sleep, but he explains the health implications with sleep. Did you know that just 24 hours of poor sleep increases your insulin, I believe it is, to the same level as a type 2 diabetic? Like, poor sleep affects everything. And that's why sometimes when you've had poor sleep, you're craving carbs and sweet things because your brain just needs that quick fix energy. So anyway, this book is amazing. It kind of gets in depth. Again, this is something that I cover in my Light Away program. I kind of give you the Reader's Digest version of it. But if you want to pick up this book, It's so good. He also has a podcast, and you can follow him on Instagram. But anyway, I hope those tips were helpful to you. If you have any other questions about how to improve your sleep, I would love to chat with you, because like I said, I started a couple years ago setting up a healthy sleep routine, and it has really changed my life so dramatically. Even this year, when I had a period of time where my sleep was not great, I was able to go back to these tips and dig into them deeper and improve my sleep. So that's your nuggets for today. Now, I just want to remind you, I don't know if I said it on the show yet, but next week I'm running a free 5-day soup and self-care challenge. So you are invited to come. I'm going to have self-care tips, more self-care tips every day. Bunch of, yes, hey Kat, yes. Lots of soup recipes. It's going to be fun, and I'm giving away prizes. Yes. So it's going to be right here on Facebook. If you want to get in, whether you're watching this live or the replay, type down below, count me in, and I will add you. I'm going to open up the group later today. I'm just putting the finishing touches on it. It's been forever since I've done a Facebook challenge group. So I'm dusting off my best tips and tricks. I want to make sure it just like really blows you away and gives you tons of value. So I just type below, count me in. I think that's what I said. And I'll add you. And it starts on Monday. It runs Monday through Friday. All right, I'm going to let you go before I lose my voice completely. Love you so much. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Make sure you get some good sleep tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Peace out.